All right, his story made national headlines nearly 2 decades ago. A St. Charles baby injected with HIV by his father.
At times during his childhood, he wasn't expected to live. But today, Brryan Jackson is a college freshman and an outspoken advocate for those living with AIDS. It was a story that shocked the nation. In 1992, when Brryan Jackson was just 11 months old, his lab technician father injected him with HIV-tainted blood to avoid paying child support. His father was sentenced to life in prison, and Brryan was left to fight a disease that at the time was considered fatal.
When I was 5, I was diagnosed with full-blown AIDS.
As a child, Brryan's daily routine involved 22 oral medications and 2 injections. One of those medications affected his hearing and his speech.
I think it's about 70%, 60%.
But time and time again, Brryan defied the odds, and today is a college freshman, has a girlfriend and a loving family, and has gone from AIDS victim to activist.
We can have a testimony, and we can have a bright future. Or we can continue to let the past control us, let the past control the family, control the environment. And you can stay there forever. You can be a prisoner to that. Or you can let it go, give it to God, and then you can rise above it. Wow. And just be part of something that's greater.
In 2009, he reclaimed the acronym HIV for his own nonprofit organization, Hope is Vital, which spreads awareness and education about HIV and AIDS. He speaks at schools and other public events like the Lorenzo Jackson Foundation's Night of Giving last week in University City.
And people tend to put HIV and AIDS inside a box. People tend to say, hey, let's not talk about that.
And since Brryan was a teenager, he has lobbied on Capitol Hill for AIDS funding and has received numerous awards for his activism, including Nickelodeon's Halo Award, presented last December by entertainer Nick Cannon.
Who's deserving of a Halo Award? You are.
But it's Brryan's heart that gets the most attention. Through his faith, Brryan has forgiven his father.
I pray for him, and I just hope the best of him. I hope God can transform his heart somehow, you know, and I pray that he knows that I forgive him.
Brryan says right after he decided to forgive his father, his health began improving. His AIDS virus is now undetectable in his blood, and he's gone from dozens of pills a day to just 4.
Giving me a low % chance of passing on the virus. So, you know, hopefully God will bless me with the opportunity to have kids of my own and show them I want to be the father that I never had to them.
Brryan has never heard from his father and is considering writing him a letter. In college, he is majoring in business with a minor in political science and is considering law school and a future in politics.